my brother and myself, and we were on my uncle's bus, so it was big extended family. I walk in the game, my brother and I say, Dad, please, can we get a pennant? Can we get a pennant? You know, the triangular felt pennants. And so my dad walks up to the concession stand and he says, how much for 2 pennants? He goes, well, they're $5 each. And I remember my dad, $5! And we, you know, my brother and I are cowering like, oh my God, we're not going to get it, Pete. We're not going to get it. And he goes, okay, give me 2. So, and this thing now is worth like $600 on eBay because it's an original Super Bowl 11 pennant. $5 for the pennant, which now runs about 100 and something bucks on, you know, the website you go to for the Super Bowl.
You have the guts to ask for a foam finger?
I don't think they had foam fingers yet.
No, they were awesome.
No, they still had the foam visors with the little string like Vince Lombardi wore at the first Super Bowl or first World Championship. Is it safe to say, would you guys agree that the Super Bowl is no longer for the average fan?
Sports is not for the average fan. Straight out isn't. Sports is not for the average fan. I mean, I can see every NFL game throughout the year by not going to one game in person. You know, and it's not. The NFL is so much better on TV. I mean, we talked about NBC, but it's great on every network. Who are we kidding? I like the replays. I like the yellow line. I like everything about what TV is when it comes to the NFL. It's
you love a clean bathroom?
I love a clean bathroom. I like no lines, right?
Clean refrigerator with your root
Oh, my
beer.
gosh. Everything about it. I do. I like not having to stand up every one time someone wants to go leave to go to the bathroom. But I went to an NFL game this year, and you know what? It was one of those, I say I'll do it once a year. But I will say this, for me, the Super Bowl is different. If you have not been to a Super Bowl, I recommend going to at least one of them.
Yeah.
It is a show. Every time I've gone, I've been to 5, and every time I've said, this is worth it. And it's for, you know, the different acts. I mean, I've seen Beyonce, but I've also seen Amy Grant. You know what I mean? I've seen good ones, I've seen bad ones. But it is one of those things in your lifetime. I recommend going to the Super Bowl if you get an opportunity.
Allison, if your football team makes it, are you going to go? Are you going to? Because the average price for the Super Bowl ticket this year was about $3,300, and that was for, we're talking nosebleeds at Levi.
Mm-hmm. I've been to. I was thinking of if I've been to 3 or 4. I've been to 4.
Okay.
You know, it's a great experience. I agree. Everybody should have the opportunity to go once, especially if it's a team you love.
Yep.
And I think even regular season games can be very fun if you're going to do like the whole tailgating thing and you're with your favorite people.
You make a day of it.
Yes, once in a while that can be fun. But I am with you. I want to watch from the comfort of my home. I like the replays, even things like the halftime show where you're seeing it from so many different angles, from the sky, from the, you know, and the game too, the cameras overhead and all of that is very, you get a bigger picture than when you're just there seeing all of that or looking up at a Jumbotron because you can't see the field.
Yeah. Our Super Bowl tickets for Super Bowl 11 were $40.
It's amazing.
Oh.
$40. You could walk up to the first one in LA the day of the game between the Packers and the Chiefs and get in for $6.
Yep.
So it just goes to show you, obviously, as prices get higher and prices go up. Okay, average hotel room was about $450 a night, and that's from the San Francisco all the way down to Santa Clara and the outlying areas. Dave, you wanted a Super Bowl 60 snapback hat, $45.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
I don't even think that sounds high, really.
No, because you look at fitted caps and how much they cost you at baseball parks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny? Mike and I were at Super Bowl 50 together in San Francisco also, and I remember thinking the hotel we were in wasn't that great.
No, it was a dump.
And guess what? Joe Theismann had the room next to us. I was like, wait a second, we got one MVP at one of these games.
That's exactly right.
And I was like, this is awful.
Okay,
like,
and
you get to leave your room to change your mind. It was so small.
If you got hungry at the game, this is some of the concession prices. They had the LX Hammerburger, was a giant braised bone-in beef shank burger designed to serve 4 people. That was $180. Okay, not too shabby. For $40, you could get Dungeness crab potachos. Was like Dungeness crab on French fries. That was their version of nachos. $35 for a Gilroy garlic steak frites. It was fries with some hanger steak and garlic on it. For $30, there was the San Fran sticky roll for dessert. Cinnamon roll dessert with white chocolate and cotton candy clouds. You can get a Chinatown dog for $20. And then you could get like a Polish dog for $11, chicken tenders and fries $13. Not too shabby. That's almost like, concessions at
That all sounds very normal to me.
$22 for a premium beer at the game.
That doesn't seem crazy. Let me
No.
tell you, garlic fries has ruined sporting events, by the way.
Oh.
It has completely ruined the smell of
smell?
every decent ballpark and stadium.
The,
I don't know
the San Francisco Giants, I mean, that's like their
Oh my
main
gosh.
thing.
I
It
know.
is.
They have them almost in every stadium now.
Yeah.
You're like, another person ordered the garlic fries.
Now we saw it. We saw a lot of the celebrities and stuff in suites at Levi Stadium and rubbing elbows and whooping it up and stuff. And so I looked up and I found like, okay, if I'm going to have my suite at the stadium, which the cheapest one was $600,000 for the suite, and that's not even to mention the food that I'm going to serve you guys in my suite. So I go, Allison's coming, so I want to give her something healthy. So I'm just going to get an assortment of chopped fruit on a plate, $175
Wow.
for that platter of fruit for Allison. Never say that I don't love you.
You better
I
finish
spent
it,
you
all of
better eat all of it.
I figured
I don't
I
care
would,
if it
that's
gives you
what
the
I'd go
runs
for.
or not. I know that Dave loves hot dogs and
do.
Polish dogs. For 12 beautiful hot dogs, Polish dogs with buns.
Just the amount of money, Mike, what you just said, the price of the suite, shows me that these teams are worth a lot more than $7 billion, by the way.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? When these teams come up for sale, and Seattle's one of them coming up for sale,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they're going to go for more than $10 million, $10 billion. There are a bunch of billionaires out there that all of a sudden will pay up. Look what the Lakers just went for.
Oh, I know.
Almost double the price of what they thought they were going to get.
And the thing is, Allison, back to the point about is the Super Bowl for the average fans or not. These are all corporations that are buying
Yeah,
up
for sure.
all of these suites. These are all the big advertisers for the NFL. It's all a massive write-off for them. And I don't know, like if I were to take my mom to a suite for a Super Bowl, she would still be today talking about, God, remember how good that whatever was in the suite? Their chili was fantastic. She would still be talking about that and not the game, where most people are just kind of like, the food was good, it's cool, got hammered, watched a great game.
People
Had a-
are entertaining clients. Like that's
Exactly what it is.
they're using it for,
Yeah.
really.
And it'd be interesting to see how many people actually paid attention to the game on the field
Yeah.
when you're sitting in that type of luxury.
And funny, gonna have it in California again in 27.
I mean, have you guys seen the new
Years
logo?
in a row.
I have seen the
Pretty good.
logo. Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, I've seen the
Yeah.
new logo. My most interesting experience, by the way, at Super Bowl, I was the Raiders Buccaneers Super Bowl. It was a horrible
Okay,
Super Bowl.
do we have to talk about this?
But Andy Rooney from 60 Minutes sat next to me, and
Dave, why is it always so hot in San
you
Diego?
see what he just did? So I literally started doing impressions of him, and I don't do impressions of anybody, but I was so bored.
Yep.
And he told me, he looked me right in the face and said, stop. He goes, you know how many people do impressions of me? And they all do them better than you. And he dropped a couple swear words at me, and now I was just miserable the rest of the way. Like I had nothing to do. I just wanted out.
I was on the field for that game. You think about how crushed I was to have to sit there for 4 hours watching that. All right, we're going to move into our bets of the game. Who are we going to bet on this week in the world of sports? The bet of the show, presented by our friends at Owner's Box Daily Fantasy. You can sign up at ownersbox.com with our code word Offside, or download the Owner's Box app. So easy to do. We all have done it. And sign up and use the code Offside. Click on ownersbox.com and start playing today. I lost my Owner's Box fantasy bet from the Super Bowl. I had Hunter Henry going over 3 receptions. Only had 3 in the game. Did you lose yours?
I lost mine, really disappointed in JSN. I'm sorry he got hurt, but
Yeah.
I was to the point like, are you going in or not going in?
Yeah.
Because they said he thought he had concussion, and then when he came back in the game, I was like, this guy, what happened here? Like I lost on JSN, and
Yeah.
I was like, he better be at home answering the iron when the phone rings, because I don't think he's really hurt. Like I'm really upset.
He is a slacker. Allison, did you win or lose yours?
I won. I had Drake May to have more than half a yard.
Amazing stuff. All right,
the
as we
ball.
put a lid on this episode of Offside Sports, a massive thank you to everybody here at the Lot 100 Studios for making this show possible. Thanks to Turtlebox Audio, Municipal Clothing, Bebemos Tequila, Chase the Sun at WeDrinkTequila.com, 84 Lumber for their support and partnership, and Turf & Sons for the surface of our brand new stage. Click on turfandsons.com today. And most of all, thanks to you for hanging out with us. For Dave Palais, Allison Raslaff, I'm Mike Costa. We'll see you next time.